Hello again, Power Ranger family, friends, and fans. It's another Monster Monday, so it's time for another episode of Baboo's Monster Review with yours truly, Steve Andrino, the suit actor for Baboo for seasons 2 and 3 of Mighty Morphin. And we are just about to finish up season 1. Or are we? Well, it was supposed to be a two-part end to the season and possibly the series, because again, nobody was quite sure how well it was going to turn out. I mean, by the time they were filming the end of the seasons, episodes 39 and 40, the two-part episode for Doomsday, the show had already aired, so it had already been on, and it already became a huge hit. But even then, I'm not sure they realized that they were going to have to do more episodes. My understanding is that they did use all of the Sentai footage they had for the first 40 episodes. They were done, they were out of footage. There was nothing else to use or to write around. And when Fox Network said we need more episodes, they actually had to reach out to get them to make more episodes in Japan so they had footage to use for the American show. So, and again, so that's one, we didn't know we were going to need more episodes or going to go past 42. We didn't know we were going to bring back Tommy Oliver because we wrote Green Ranger out of the show. So what are we going to do? He does get mentioned in this episode, but again, we don't see him in the finale. So we'll see what happens after that. Now let's go ahead and jump right into Doomsday.
And because of their contribution to justice and their unending efforts to protect the entire planet, Angel Grove City officials have declared today Power Ranger Day.
And of course, anybody that knows, August 28th is Power Ranger Day because August 28th of 1993 was the premiere episode.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, we're reading about the Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, what's it say?
Mayor Carrington hopes that the mysterious superheroes will make a public appearance in Angel Grove Park, where countless fans will be gathered to celebrate them.
Alright, so you want these superheroes who have done nothing but selflessly save your city from dozens of attacks just to show up because we're throwing you a party.
I have a feeling the Power Rangers will show up.
Seems a little selfish to me, but whatever.
Oh, you gotta tell me. What are you planning?
You know, they're planning that party for the Power Rangers in the park.
Yeah?
We are going to steal a little bit of their thunder. We're going to show Angel Grove that the Power Rangers aren't the only superheroes in this city.
Yeah. They're not the only superheroes in this city.
They're not.
Wait till they get a load of us.
Gee, I wonder who's gonna be the new superheroes.
Maybe we should attend
And yes, my Empress, we definitely need to attend the party.
this little party, too. Oh, there'll be any little sweeties meatballs?
I love those things. Every time I go to IKEA... No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Kind of a weird line there.
Bubbleheads, we're not going for a social visit. We're going to destroy the Power Rangers.
That's right, Goldar, and to finish them off, I will use all of my power to activate your sword,
Ooh, nice
Cyclopsus.
skull. Okay, so wait a minute here. Just 2 episodes ago, maybe 3, we had Cyclops for the Green Candle episodes. Now we have Cyclopsus.
Oh, my star of doom.
That's a little odd.
Stars and evil winds.
We never had all those candles on the balcony once Zed took over.
To challenge you. Bring for Cyclopsus now.
Alright, so give it a second, because I want to see it first.
My queen, I will pilot Cyclopsus and send the Power Rangers to that
Pilot
dome.
Cyclopsus. So Goldar has his own Zord and has had access to it all this time? Okay, and I want to know what these decorations are. Just vinyl tubes filled with air? I don't know. I'm used to seeing like the waving things. I don't know. I don't recall ever seeing those used just as decoration. That's kind of unusual.
Hey, Angela.
That's not like
Hey,
they
why don't we get together
used
tonight and go out?
red,
I'm serious.
yellow,
If you're a Power Ranger,
blue,
I'll
pink,
say
and
yes.
black.
Keep trying.
Nice to feel appreciated, huh?
I
Speaking of
don't
which,
see
you
any
think
pink
about Tom
ones. I don't see any
Morphin
black
costume? Whoa,
ones, so
we still
it's
got a little
not
time.
representing all the
With
Rangers.
a crowd like this, we lessen the chances of anybody finding out who we really are.
I cannot believe how many people are here. Hey, look, there's Ernie.
Exactly, hi.
Hi, kids.
Prodigious. Everyone's here to see the Power Rangers.
Gosh, this is so neat. I don't see Tommy anywhere. He probably feels bad. You know,
All right,
kind
so
of
there's our Tommy mention anyway.
Hey, look.
But here's the thing. So they've made it a point of saying hi to Miss Appleby, to Ernie. And don't you think they're going to get a little suspicious that once the Power Rangers actually show up, they don't see the kids?
There's Jason and Jack. Come on.
I don't think they thought this out very well.
The big crowd?
Yeah, we'll trap the people in another dimension and make it easy to hunt the Rangers down.
Exactly.
Soon every one of them will be our prisoners.
Okay, so we got a plan to capture all the residents of Angel Grove in another dimension, which, okay, trapping the Rangers themselves hasn't worked, so maybe going after the innocent people without superpowers will.
Superheroes. Come on, let's duck in here. Yeah, let's duck in here.
Okay.
And arms of steel. We've got real
The costume they came up with is hysterical. I love the goggles on Bulk.
Power Rangers.
And Skull is a purple version of Robin.
Yes, yes. I gotta impress Angela.
Out of our way! Out of our way!
What are they doing in those costumes?
This I've got to see.
I know this is not a normal fight scene, but I just gotta get a good laugh at this one.
Hello, good citizens of Angel Grove, and welcome to this city's most historic moment. A moment when two of the most dynamic, powerful, incredible superheroes ever to walk the earth decided to move to this fair city and protect its people. Of course, I'm talking about myself and my sidekick. I'm the Incredible Bulkster.
Bulkster and Super Skull. No one's ever gonna figure out who their secret identities are.
Show us some of your superpowers. Yeah.
Great part for you, kid. You just need to sit there and say, yeah. Well, super poses, maybe. I don't know about superpowers. And again, that is just giving Paulie and Jason a chance to act silly and crazy, wind them up and let them go. And guys, they're still like that. If you ever get to meet either or both of them together, especially at any kind of convention, any Comic-Cons, it's worth it. They are like this 24/7, I swear.
My queen, at your command, all of Angel Grove will be
Again,
beamed
American
into
footage.
another dimension.
Zap them now!
Yeah.
Goodbye, sniveling citizens.
Still more acting out. I love how he keeps getting, Skull keeps getting the cape wrapped around his head. And again, you can play this off as a joke. No, let's get the real heroes here. But they start getting zapped up into Rita's dimension. I love how she gets everybody but the Power Rangers. Which again, won't be suspicious at all when everybody's trapped in this other dimension except for these 5 kids.
Whoa. Where's everyone gone? The whole park is empty.
Jason to Command Center. We have an emergency.
Yes, I'm already picking it up, Rangers. A powerful vortex beam
Emanating from the moon. Okay.
emanating from the moon appears to have enveloped everyone in Angel Grove.
Rita,
I got something, Zordon.
Good. Now lock the scanner onto the dimensional beam and track its coordinates carefully, Alpha. Watch for any movement toward Earth.
But how can the moon move?
The moon cannot, Alpha, but Rita's palace can. If she brings it to Earth as I fear she may, it will greatly increase her powers.
Okay, so again, why didn't she do this earlier? If moving the palace to Earth... Come on, my Empress, you gotta be smarter than that. You've had 38 other chances to do this.
Kryptonite back a bathing suit? To power my metal sword, the
No, Squat, nobody wants to see you in a bathing suit.
palace must be close to it.
That's why I'm taking us to Earth.
Where I shall destroy the puny Power Rangers once and for all.
Okay, so again, we have a Zord that we've never used before because we never brought the palace to Earth before. And I didn't realize the palace had like a 40-story building underneath it on the moon. You know, they could have just parked it on top of another already existing skyscraper, not...
Summon Cyclopsus, my young brother.
Supposedly there's another skyscraper underneath it on the moon. And okay, we use the same footage again. The palace is now on Earth, but the beam's still coming from the moon? But here we go. We have a evil Zord. Interesting.
10 times more powerful Zordon.
Yes, Alpha. Activate the viewing globe.
Ay, 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 ay.
Okay, yep. Let's get into some
As I
battle.
suspected, and with the power of Rita's palace, they have activated Cyclopsus, Goldar's war sword.
Nice look. He does have two regular eyes,
Very bad indeed.
but then you've got the big eye on top.
Monster in 10,000
And I'm
years.
assuming the actor is actually able to see out of the two small eyes.
It's Morphin time!
Yeah, we've seen this before.
Tyrannosaur! Do it!
Yeah. Seen it before. Yeah. Mastodon of the cold, Triceratops in the desert, Sabertooth from the jungle, and Pterodactyl from the volcano, and this time it does fly into the tree. Okay. Ready to rock, huh? Let's see. Now that you're going up against another Zord. Yep, and then of course right into the Megazords, because you know, we can't fight them individually. Which I mean, again, I get. You want you to put your best foot forward. But I don't even know why it started in tank mode and then you switch to battle mode. Just start in battle mode. And tank mode on this never worked. Although we did have the power sword work all of a sudden for the first time in weeks. So, who knows? Alrighty. Here we go. Let's see who can handle, if the Megazord can handle Cyclopsus. Again, this is a much nicer costume. I mean, the last couple, like the old Cyclops costume, like it was just spandex. A couple of them have been just spandex with a couple of things on top. This is a more full costume. You've got the bigger shoulder pad. You've got something on the arms all the way down. You've got a nice chest piece. Got a huge headpiece. I mean, this might have been a little awkward to move around in, but looked so much cooler. You know, the big armor in front of the knees, and it sticks out some. Again, a little harder to move in, but just looks so cool. You get the feeling of the strength of Cyclopsus, and you understand why it's taking Megazord's lunch money here. He's getting beat bad, and we've got all the missiles and fireworks. Too easy. I don't know why you didn't do this earlier. Like, you know what? Why didn't you do this at night during the eclipse, and Megazord would have been even weaker? Rita?
Patch in the emergency pods and give me full power!
You already had full power. And couldn't do anything. You hit him once and it's like, alright, you didn't even do anything. You didn't stagger him. Didn't knock him back, let alone knock him down. And this may be the last time we see the Dragon Zord. Well, two-part episode, so Again, smart move. 2 on 1. 2 Zords on 1 Zord. I get it, but Cyclopsus again isn't even phased by the missiles. Ducks the tail. Shot right to the chest/groin area. And you've already had other powers. Now you can levitate Megazord and just fly him around. I mean, this is it. This should have been the end of the Rangers for sure. Uh-oh. We know what this means. Alright. Let's rearrange and see what we can do with Dragonzord and Tyrannosaurus. Still a 2 on 1 situation, but Tyrannosaurus cannot be stronger than Megazord, so you just made Megazord stronger. You've got something stronger than Dragonzord, but something weaker than Megazord now, so I don't see how that's really going to affect much. As evidenced by the fact that Cyclopsus can easily handle Mega Dragonzord. Now what you gonna do when they come for you? Stomp. Yes. Finally. Oh, they gave him like a giant codpiece too, just hanging down there in the middle. Look at this. Those look like Triceratops hooks, weapons. Yes, they are. Okay, here we go again. They didn't even summon Titanus. Titanus just shows up on its own. Come on now. Just Titanus being near us is going to pick us up off the ground and re-energize us. And now we're going to form the Ultra Mega Super De-Duper Turbo Size Titanus Mega Ultrazord. And again, we've seen this before. You get Titanus to form Ultrazord, fire all weapons. Because that's all that Ultrazord can do, is just fire everything at once. And Goldar's like, nah, I'm out. I know better. And there goes Cyclopsus' head. It's over. Rita's not giving up. And there goes Titanus. Oh no! And Dragon Mega Zord cannot hold them up. Of course, we have seen all the Zords destroyed before come back. But I don't know how they're going to get away with this one.
Titanus is gone. Now what?
I don't know, Billy.
I love just having the building and then this rock formation and then the palace on top. You will all suffer. No, she's not speaking a native language. She's casting a spell. And she is summoning Lokar back again. Now remember, he was able to reform Mutitus and revive him and make him stronger, so that's the plan. Recreate Cyclopsus. Titanus is gone. Cyclopsus already showed it can handle Dragonzord, Megazord, Mega Dragonzord. Just saying. And again, if you all remember, Lokar in the original Sentai was actually supposed to be an incarnation of Satan, the devil, Lucifer.
Looks like Rita's reconstructed Cyclopsus.
Yes, it looks like she has, Zach.
Nothing.
What are you going to do?
Only then can you battle Lokar.
So if we stop him, we stop Rita and the others, right, Zordon?
Yes, Zack. Alpha is scanning the computer memory for more data on Lokar. It should provide a clue to help you defeat him.
Zordon,
Yeah, so
what
we're
about
getting
all the
another
people?
40-page
Where are they?
printout that
My
has the
senses
answer on the
indicate
top
that they are
line.
all safe, but out of reach in Rita's dimensional vortex.
With our only hope.
Wow,
That
you
is correct,
said
Ranger.
that so resigned, like you had no chance of
They
it.
will all be
We're
trapped
their
in Rita's
only
vortex
hope.
forever.
Alright, fine. We'll try something. Alright, so there we have it. Part 1 of Doomsday. Ends on a great note for the monsters. Titanus is gone. Lokar's back to reform Cyclopsus, make him stronger. Cyclopsus already showed it can take on Dragonzord, it can take on Megazord, it can take on Mega Dragonzord. This is a tough one. I'll be curious to see what happens on Fiend Friday with the conclusion, Doomsday Part 2, and what was supposed to be the conclusion of this season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now, was it even going to be a second season? I mean, it's pretty obvious 2 weeks into airing of the shows that they were going to do more and that they were going to need more footage. Just the fact that they had to come up with 20 episodes as soon as possible and still throw them into season 1, as well as write for a whole season 2, you know, it's a lot, you know. And they relied on the Sentai work to come up with a whole other season on there that they weren't planning on, to turn around and have Saban be able to use to make another season of Mighty Morphin. But let's be honest, I mean, they were making a fortune off of all the toys through Bandai, so that was the way to do it. And again, at this point, you know, toys are flying off the shelves, so much so that they're unavailable. I started filming for season 2, we'll call it. I mean, I filmed little bits as extra work, and one scene is Baboo that got cut out, episodes 58 and 59. So by that point, I started filming in, I want to say it was March, end of March of 94. So they were still airing episodes, but as they were trying to finish the newer ones, that Christmas of 93, you couldn't get toys. But once they saw how popular it was, they knew they were doing a second season, they announced that they were not going to have the same problem with toys that they had in 93, which is true. They made a bunch more, and the problem was even worse because that many more kids wanted them and they sold out just as quickly. Again, I got cast as Baboo the end of March. It took me till about August or September before I was able to get my hands on one of these. I actually have two now. This is actually the second one that I got a couple of years ago. My first one, which actually has the original price tag on it from the mom and pop toy store I bought it from, after having moved too many times to count in the last almost 30 years. The plastic came off of it. That's the one I take with me to conventions to have people hold, since I don't have a helmet, I'm not a ranger. So I'll have people hold the original figure when they take pictures with me. But yeah, toys out, you know, couldn't keep them in stock in 93, was even worse the following year. But I mean, that was what convinced, you know, them to do more episodes in Japan, and then to give Saban the footage to make them into American episodes. I don't know if there was more interaction, if the newer episodes followed more closely with the storylines or not. I know very few of the Mighty Morphins followed the same storyline. A lot of them went in different directions. But there we have it. So, another Monster Monday is finished up. We are at this point with 150 subscribers. I would like to give each of you a personal thank you from me. I appreciate you guys subscribing. I appreciate everybody that, you know, tunes in and watches an episode. Like I said, I do this because I enjoy it. I'd like to give you guys some information you might not be able to get from anybody else. And, you know, I try to give back. You know, if you ever see me at a convention, I'll talk to you as long as I possibly can, because I enjoy talking about this stuff. Hey, it's a great thing. I get to talk about something that I did, give you some information you might not have. But I also like it when you guys give me information I didn't know. I love reading the comments. And I thank again all of you guys for tuning in and checking me out because, as we all know, monsters need love too.